All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be bringing you game number 3, the rubber match. It is 1-1, Ogna and CuHz spawning. In our top right, it is our purple player. Let's give it up. He played an impressive game number 2. Let's give it up for CuHz. Bashing your face against your keyboard. In the bottom left is going to be our red Terran player. He had an impressive game number 1. An interesting strategy. Both unsuccessful.
I'm sorry, CuHz just hiding a proxy pylon straight in the base did not get scouted or seen.
Oh my god. We didn't give a formal introduction. It's Ogna. Alright. Take a better look at this pylon here. Alright, I like the placement. Again, this is another one of those maps where he's just out of vision. There's nothing Ogna can do to see this. But oh no! No! He rallied his SCV over to that position and pulled it back.
So
my god, and the first gateway is being built. He wants to end this game fast, says CuHz. I'm not jacking around. This isn't going to be a cannon rush of any sort. It's going to be... he's literally going to make units inside of his opponent's base. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Unless we see a forge right now. The gas is going down, so we're not going to be seeing any sort of cannon rush. It is going to be a... I'm building units, and I'm getting to kill your workers because you don't know I'm here.
It's not even like a warp in of any kind. It's just like, okay, well, I'm going to just start chrono boosting out some zealots now.
Alright, I've seen it before, but the odds of it not being scouted, I mean, when you're playing a Protoss, especially of this caliber...
It has been. He knows, Ogna knows that it's there, definitely, because that barracks, his Marine is getting rallied over there right now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep.
But he's going to be met. I don't know if he can... Whoa, he's afraid. The first zealot's done, and the second one's on the way. The probe's coming with him, so he's not going to be able to build any more structures. Oh, but what are we doing? He's stalling so much mining time at this point. Is that a bunker going down? Wow, interesting. So the Marine got himself into some pretty good positions behind the mineral patch. Was able to take the shields off from the Zealot, but now we're going to be the friggin' cat and mouse game going on here from the Zealot and the Marine with equal speed. So here comes the cat and mouse and was able to, whoa, really trap that Zealot. That's going to be able to kill the Zealot with just these SCVs and the Marine. But the second one is just about to pop, so here comes the Tom and Jerry cat and mouse one more time. Here we go. Oh, he backs himself into a corner with these SCVs. He's going to kill a few more SCVs and die.
Here comes the Stalker.
Oh, no. He's out of chrono boost, though. He's 1 energy away from a chrono boost. Oh, if he gets his pylon, though, the second Marine is out. If he's able to get this pylon, it's going to halt the Stalker, but no way, son. This Stalker is coming out right now, and these Marines need to be afraid for their lives. 1 dead. He's working on SCVs. Instead, I would really like to see him micro a little bit better and kill that. Marine is gonna die.
No,
oh my god!
Stalker's still alive. This is absolutely nuts. I don't care what's going on in CuHz's main right now. He is putting down a couple gateways, so he wasn't committing by any means. I think he's definitely given up on this at this point. But the damage it was done, I mean, pretty even exchange. He's going to lose a couple probes, 2 zealots and a stalker, a pylon, and a gateway. But that was a lot of halted mining time. He's had to use his energy on his orbital for mules right away. No hope for a scan. This is where the DTs would be so deadly because there's no scans that could be used right away because he's just had to use them to macro up with those mules. And we're going to be seeing double barracksing now to sort of make up for the lack of units. There's just nothing on the field for either player. A Stalker to 2 Marines. So after all that, we're at the 6.5 minute mark, and we've got 2 Marines and a Stalker. Yeah, this is StarCraft. Yeah.
This is It's like an epic movie now.
Right, 300 for StarCraft. Alright, we're going to be seeing, finally, a Robo. This is the first time in 3 games that we've seen a Robo. Nope, it gets canceled. God, nope. Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Robo.
This is what makes Ice happy, a robo being built.
First time in 3 games. We're finally going to get a chance to take a look at these Immortals. I'm pretty sure. But with the time that he's given himself, CuHz here, he has time to tech into Colossi. If he wants to skip Immortals and not even push, expand, and tech into Colossi, he has the time to do it. So the expansion is CuHz is expanding. Yeah, you have 400 minerals. Expand. Okay. We're gonna read the paper, take a quick sip of coffee, and wonder why he's not expanding.
And he's expanding.
He's expanding. Okay. Okay. Not a whole lot of tech right now coming out of either player. Stim is finally finishing at the old 8-minute mark. Stim. Oh my god, it's not gonna be done until the 9-minute mark. Yeah, he is gonna go. Decide to go Immortals. So he got a great look. Obviously, building buildings in your opponent's base gives you a good look at what they're doing. I would have honestly liked to see him go Colossi. He knows that there's a lot of Marines and Marauders, and that's it. He knows that he stalled his opponent. There is no Starport. There is no anything. Ghost Academy, no nothing coming out. So I wouldn't have mind seeing it. It's still great for the Observer. Obviously, he's getting the Observer right now, along with that first Immortal. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see a fast tech into Colossi. But he's going to be moving out with a couple Stalkers, big Sentry Force in that first Immortal. So, but he's going to be met. Oh god, wow, interesting time. Ogna doesn't want to sit around. He doesn't want to be too passive and let his opponent tech up. Here's the engagement. It's going to be interesting. These force fields are going to have to be pretty good. But this Immortal is going to do some crazy damage, I think. Observer, wow, Observer's going to spot everything. Great placement. Again, he's going to be at a lack of scans because of all those mules. So here we go. I think he's going to be ready to engage Ogna. No, not quite. Yep, he's going to stim and go in. Here comes the force fields. Are going to force a couple of Marauders have to go all the way around. Wow, those sentries get chewed to pieces, but this Marauder is doing crazy damage. It is going to be taken. Yes, it is going to be taken down. Whew, that was a huge win. Yeah, big win there for our Terran player for getting that Immortal down. Really good stuff there. I was going to say that is huge if he doesn't kill that Immortal. But yeah, really big stuff. Coming out is going to be the Colossus. All right. So again, no Caster's Curse for Ice today. I'm all over these calls. It is going to be a Robotics Bay into Colossi for CuHz. And he tried to pylon up the Xel'Naga Tower, but his force is getting pushed back. Wow, really fast. Did force a stim, so these units are weak. So when this Colossi pumps out in about 5 seconds or so, it's going to be rough. I think he's going to go in after some of these probes. Yeah, in the natural here of CuHz, he's going to definitely force. Oh my god, forces another stim. But where's that Colossi? It's charging in. I have 4 legs and I move this freaking slow. Come on, Colossi, get in there, buddy. Oh god, so many probe kills. Wow, that's a lot of probe kills. But now he sees the Colossus and tries to micro out. Reinforces with a couple more Zealots. I'm amazed to see him lose every single probe at that natural. That is crazy. Run them to the other side of the map. Do something, but just don't let them get killed like that. That was a pretty big loss for CuHz. That economy crippling. At this point, he's going to be second Colossi is out, so that's going to help even the score a little bit. Looking at the food counts, we're at the 13-minute mark, and we're looking at a 50 to 40 supply game here.
Ogna has just been wearing down CuHz's army. I mean, yeah, Protoss can get some stuff up fast, but not quite as fast as a Terran cannon. Here we go. We're going to see this Colossus fall, definitely.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like him trying to run away with that Colossus. He knew damn well that wasn't going to get away, and I don't like just turning your back like that. Yeah, it's great. Micro. But, oh, wow, the concussive shells are not going to do anything to this Colossus. Is he going to get up into his main? Yeah, buddy, with that old 20 HP hanging in there. Oh wow, that was another costly stim though. Do we even have a starport yet? No. Yes, starport is gonna be dropping in with the reactor. Okay, so we're finally gonna be seeing medevacs, and it looks like Ogna is going to pull back and I think wait for those medevacs. Definitely.
I was wondering how long it was going to take him to kill that Zealot.
Right, I saw that too. I think he knows that he did a pretty crippling blow. He killed a Colossus, an entire base full of probes that were just needed to get out of the way but didn't. Poor Micro there.
Yeah.
And another Colossus in the way, so unrelentless with his Colossus production.
Well, this is that same, and they also left the other Colossus only at like 20 health. So, I mean, you take down his shields, of course, but like one shot and that thing's done.
Absolutely. And no extended thermal lance because he's so stocked, or choked for minerals and gas at this point that he has to continue production on the Colossus, and unfortunately can't make them the best they can be and get that range upgrade. So. This Marine's here on the left side of the map. They're checking for some proxy expansions and proxy buildings. He knows that his opponent loves those proxy buildings, but unfortunately not going to find anything. And let's take a look at the army for Ogna. It's starting to look more ferocious now with these medevacs and a Viking in play to help deal with the Colossus count. It's getting pretty scary looking. I was a little worried at first from a push from CuHz, but that never came. He wanted to continue to macro up, and now he's falling behind. You're giving the Terran player too much time to get a big ball of death, and here comes still healing up that stim damage from earlier on in the game of these two medevacs, but here comes the push, and with 3 sentries and 2 Colossus, I'm a little scared. Oh my god, Stalkers are positioned for a drop. He knows that the double medevacs are coming, but is he going to be out of position when this? I just want these Stalkers to not be where they are. That's 5 Stalkers that could help in the frontal engagement, and unfortunately, if they're not there, that's going to be a huge blow to this army of just 2 Colossus, basically.
With that observer just like lingering over the Terran's army, CuHz is seeing exactly what he's in store for.
Right.
This is not really looking good for CuHz right now.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Finally, 01 is getting started up. These players just are really late with their upgrades. I'm not saying with their build orders they had to do this earlier, but we see players who, especially Ogna, who goes Marine heavy. You see players like MMA and Bomber do this huge upgrade army, but here comes the engagement, and it's pretty good force fields.
Very
push a
nice.
lot of units. Wow, Colossus does go down, but some good force fields might get him some decent kills here. The second Colossus is dead as well, and those Vikings are pretty useless, and they're going to chew up the rest of the Stalkers and force the GG. Wow, the force fields were pretty decent. Could have been a little bit better. I don't think any amount of force fields or placement would have gotten him out of that situation. He got way too far behind. We saw in game number 2 how far ahead he was to stay a base ahead of his opponent, force his opponent to do nothing but spam Marines. He was able to focus down, hunker down, and play his game. This game, CuHz looked uncomfortable all game long, never played his game, never got even thermal lance because he was so focused on getting Colossus out to deal with the Marine count. He just didn't seem comfortable in that game. He tried the early cheese factor and got a little queso, but I mean he was looking for Gouda and he got some like craft singles. You know what I mean?
I know that feeling.
What did I just say?
That's the greatest analogy I've ever heard right there.
I know that feeling.
Oh my god. So again, I just think that he didn't commit to it. I like that. We see a lot of players commit to that early pressure. He didn't commit to anything. He still got gas and warp gate and everything, but he wasn't able to capitalize off all the kills and things that he was able to do early in the game. So grats to Ogna for winning our best 2 out of 3, and a little shout out to NMX, Clan NMX. You can hit them up on their website, and they're a great clan. There's a lot of high-level players in there, a lot of masters, some grandmasters. Definitely check those guys out. You're going to be seeing these guys somewhere, someday. You can trust me on that one. that's going to do it. Game Talk Live, GTL. Hit us up on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere you want to show social networking for ICE. Tiggles my BR. Gridlock. Have a great night, guys.